Many of us remember a time in our lives when our success was the concern of a number of people, not just our primary family. When a nurturing attitude created an environment of neighborhood and community success. Well, perhaps that person that provided that inspiration and motivation, that spoke those words of encouragement to you, were a teacher. For me and many others in this sanctuary, and for those who attended Durham Public Schools, that person was Betty Doretha Massenburg. Good teachers inspire, motivate, guide, and correct their students without crushing their identity and curiosity. They care about their students' welfare and give them their best. Good teachers impart more than knowledge. They participate in and shape their lives. Betty Massenburg was a good teacher. The Bible says many are called, but few are chosen, and from early in her life, her parents knew teaching was her destiny. According to her autobiography, From Roots to the Top, her father said, Dump, now that's what he called her, sure ought to be a good school teacher. All she wants to do is read a book or go to school. She can sit up nights reading or working in a workbook, but as soon as I put her time to back her, at night she falls asleep. So right after high school, off to Federal State University, probably then it was called Federal State Teachers College, where some of the best teachers were born, Betty Massenburg went. Then back home to Franklin County to teach in a one-teacher school, teaching grades 1 to 7, all subjects, and being the principal. Her tenure in Durham Public Schools came after 8 years of teaching in Franklin County. She started in the segregated Durham City Schools as a substitute teacher to get her feet wet, and then assumed a position as a 3rd grade teacher at Crest Street Elementary School. When the new Federal Street School was built, Mrs. Massenburg taught 3rd and 5th grades. For 6 years, she remained there. But trailblazers are always looking for new ground to cover and conquer. Remember now, her daddy said she was always reading, and so it was. Teaching language arts and social studies at the New Rogers Hurd Junior High. Still seeking higher ground, she enrolled at Duke University to receive a principal's certificate. Now, according to her autobiography again, some people said she wouldn't make a good principal. She was too quiet. She wasn't old enough. She didn't have the guts. But Mrs. Massenburg responded that it takes more than mouth, boldness, and guts to be an administrator. It takes organization, technique, objectives, planning, hard work, personality, and good relating techniques with teachers to do the job. Thus, she led 2 Durham schools as principal, Walltown Elementary and Holloway Street School. She was the first Black female principal during the days of integration. After 30 years of teaching and supervising, Mrs. Massenburg retired from active duty, but not from education. When she found out that Durham Public Schools had an initiative of parent and family involvement, she called me and emailed me a parent involvement model that she had created. And many of the strategies that she suggested are being implemented in our plan today. And that was just September 2006. On behalf of the Durham Public Schools, students, teachers, staff, administrators, and the Board of Education, thank you, Betty Doretha Massenburg, for representing what every child needs and wants, a good teacher and administrator, caring and competent. But thank you also for modeling traits beyond the classroom. Thank you for modeling character and beauty, professionalism and grace, for being fashionably dressed always, holding your head high, being regal, affirming for little Black girls that we were beautiful, gifted jewels. Thank you for lifting our self-esteem. I haven't forgotten the lesson. These are the things that build great leaders in great communities. Betty Doretha Massenburg, job well done, and to God be the glory.